Up, guys? Back in today with more Mushoku Tensei. This time with episode 6 of season 3. It was another fun episode last week. I feel like it's definitely been a bit slower this season compared to previous seasons, but I'm quite enjoying the kind of slice of life family aspect to it. Last episode was especially enjoyable with the belated birthday party, everybody getting their presents, which was nice to see. And it was just a really fun episode. I'm quite enjoying the slice of life stuff, but it certainly does feel a bit slower than previous seasons, especially with how like fast we started off this season. I feel like there's a bit like whiplash, like go from the Eris stuff to just back to normality. I said this last week, but I'm assuming at some point there's going to be some kind of like crazy turn. Surely, how's that? The fuck's this? Suzanne, the fuck are you? Why she got that voice actress? Big fan of that voice actress. Sachan, I believe, from Gintama. Do we know this woman? I don't recognize her. Ah. Oh, she was part of his. Okay. That feels like ages ago. I don't remember this woman whatsoever. I can vaguely remember us like going around. I actually watched a scene a couple weeks ago about him going to like a guild and people like laughing at their party name and stuff. But yeah, honestly, kind of forget all about that. Creepy woman made the baby cry. I don't think so. She got the creeps. That's a nicer way of looking at it. And probably the more accurate one. Bit of a protection job. Man, I gotta say, like the episode of an anime I just watched, Sparks of Tomorrow, they have the same like essence of the opening where they play like a song over top and have and continue the show. Two of the only shows I've ever watched that do that, and this just does it infinitely better, infinitely better. Like the what I just watched, honestly, it's a different show, so I'm not gonna talk about too much, but it was a mess. The song doesn't fit. The scenes were confusing. Here, they actually do it well. Like you just continue watching the episode with some lovely music behind it. Seems like a pretty simple thing to do. But who am I to say anything like that? But yeah, just the comparison is crazy. Oh, is that Sarah? Oh, I do recognize her. Yeah, she does look a lot like Rudy's mum. Hmm. Fancy seeing you here. I do recognize her now. I like the design of the girl next to her. Oh, she's that girl. That brings back memories. There she is. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, um, honestly, that I don't remember. I still don't remember an awful lot about that. Glad they showed us. Thank you very much. Incinerate that tremendous booty. Damn. Eviscerated that thing. You show off like that. That's the caliber of wife we got now, Sarah. But yeah, I do. I kind of feel like I remember quite liking her actually. I think. Yeah, I like this design of this girl. Looks nice. I love this. She's just got like stick. Wife, bro. The first foreigner. Looks like she wants to clear the air. Avoiding it. She gonna get on this marriage as well? Another one? That's what Sylvie's thinking. Another one? Not another one. How many more could be possibly fit in this house? So why is this sentence worded like that? Would you mind terribly teaching me magic on our way? It sounds like she's saying, would you mind teaching me your terrible magic on our way? Right? Am I crazy for reading it like that? I feel like there should be a comma. Would you mind terribly, comma, to teach me magic on our way? I feel like, sorry, being a grammar smarty right there. But and I was always really bad. I didn't actually pass English till college. I failed it in high school. I just hated English. I never much of a reader. Um, and that was just my worst class. I hated English. Um, poems and shit. Give two craps about poems. um, but yeah, I finally passed it, quite thankfully. But even saying that, that stands out to not make much sense. You got to address the elephant in the room. That being your ED. I will fetch the bananas. What other yellow fruits are there? Lemon, bits as well. Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say that just makes it a little bit more awkward, right? Yeah, what other yellow fruits are there? Bananas, lemon. Can't really think of too much else. Melon, yellow melon. Maybe some berries, some kind of yellow berries, probably. Trees. Weird names. Such like I say they're weird names. They're such normal names, which makes it weird. Or Beatrice. Oh, they're in yellow. They're orange. Oh yeah, that's bullshit. These aren't yellow. They're literally called oranges. I don't know about this, but I feel like the color orange was named after these fruits. How did you mix that for yellow? Sorry for my ED. I suppose it's a bit of a taste of what potentially could have been. So I know I'm wrong in doing this, but I'd probably have the same reaction of trying to avoid it. An awkward situation like this. One you could say groomed him. He was a man at that point in a child's body, so I don't feel like it's that way, but you could say that. I feel like it would be classified that in the real world, but not the real world, is it? Happens a lot. My first kiss was with a girl that recently broke up with a boyfriend. I always felt a bit bad about that. That was my first kiss. First like proper kiss, anyway. Do we need to hear this? I'd be like, too much info. I didn't know about all this. No, I mean a lot of this conversation has kind of been kind of shoving how useless she's kind of been in her face a little bit, but that's putting it quite harshly, I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was useful. This was good. Commendable from both of them. As I said, I probably would just still avoided this like Rudy did initially. Like she hates me. I can't, not even worth trying. What would be the point of patching things back up? Oh, hell is that? Get rotated. Sticky Desua. Any fancy language like that? Okay, I really like this girl's design. We've got everything out of the way. Well, that's the thing. I don't think he did. Happens to the best of us. I've definitely been there, especially while drunk. I remember once, bit of a weird story, but it's a drug dealer that used to go around to obviously pick up drugs, and she had a daughter, um, and she was like not very attractive, I don't think, but she had massive boobs, Um, and there was like I never even think about going there, but I think I came around one day very drunk, and I was like I was very in the mood. Nothing happened, of course, but I like look back on that and I was just like, what the hell was I thinking? Must have been like, what state was I in to like be thinking that? Kind of similar to this, I guess. Again, a bit of a weird situation. I know. That was a while ago, but yeah, I like even just like a couple hours after, I was like, what the hell was I thinking? Why was I in such a strange feeling there? Beer and boobs, I guess that it's a nasty combo. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's still a couple of minutes left, which is intriguing. Playing the credits now. You're his wife. But you guys need to understand, like the way Sarah was talking, like they're not married, like they're just like dating. You're fucking this. These are his wives. You need to get that through their heads. Because it might not be quite as big a thing in this universe. I mean, it's not. To be honest, it's not really that much of a special thing in our universe. It's like over 50% of marriages end up in divorce. So yeah, I was just about to ask, what about women that don't save you? What about women that that leave you? Feelings be towards them. We will find out eventually. Why I find it quite interesting. They start off the season with the Eris stuff, and it feels like they're going to be waiting quite a while to actually reintroduce her. Like, why do that then? Quite an interesting place to put that, isn't it? Did not forgive. She didn't love you. But good. Need to draw the line somewhere, Sylvie. Here she is. Okay, first time seeing her since those first two episodes. No, maybe we might have had a glimpse at another time actually, but who's that guy? Gino. Oh, is that the guy she dismantled in that first episode? She absolutely pummeled him. I think this guy said he was a bit green behind the ears, bit of a noob. That was not a fair fight. Like dating or something. Mm. I don't think she's lost a fight to this blue-haired girl from what we've seen. Oh, oh, fuck it up. Baseball. You got her as well. Took it. We're doing one shot fights. Yeah, if that was a real sword, it would kill her. So yeah, that makes sense. Sword King Eris. Another domestic disaster. Next time, phase 4. Hmm. So I did say last week that there would just be like sprung on us a um turning point, another turning point. I think it'd be 3 at this point. But phase 4, what was that exactly? It's not quite a turning point, but seems pretty big. I don't know. But yeah, nice to see Eris again. Kind of feels like she might be getting into the story sooner rather than later after showing that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Another good episode. Again, I kind of forgot about Sarah and the party. I mean, honestly, it doesn't feel like the most memorable stuff. Like I remember being quite like both funny and quite like serious in regards to the ED stuff. Um, but yeah, not the most memorable character, the Sarah or their party, to be honest with you. But I'm glad they kind of showed us some flashbacks of that. That did help. But yeah, kind of readdressing that situation. Um, Pretty nice. Good to kind of clear things up like that. It's a pretty decent episode overall. I like this little part at the end here as well, of course. I kind of wish we saw more of the other parties. I quite like the character designs there, so hopefully they might come up again at some point. This girl, it looks like little Chinese inspired, perhaps. I'm not really sure, but yeah, looking forward to seeing more errors. Hopefully, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section. Though, is this guy like nearing their level at this point? Then I did kind of say a minute ago, it really wasn't a fair fight between him and Eris. Not that it needed to be. She just like took him by surprise. So maybe he like we've never really seen his level, to be honest, have we? Um, I mean, yeah, clearly he must be nearly as skilled as these girls, right? Keep an eye on him. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you next week with episode 7.